TECX is one of the most shorted stocks. Short interest is around 48%. However, there isn't really anything there that is going to make you expect that a short squeeze is going to happen anytime, any day. All of these option grids, they are pretty much scanty. Nothing here is really going to bother market makers as such. On its pipeline, there are a couple of things there, but we don't exactly know. In a very short term, ongoing phase two results expected in 2026. We don't exactly know when in 2026. This is an initiation of a trial in 2026. Q1, phase one trial initiation also 2026. Okay. Okay, no, this is expected in trial. Oh, no, trial. Sorry, initiation as well expected. Nothing there really. Okay, unless maybe the company participates in a conference or something like that. But in any case, the underlying trend is bearish. Yeah, okay, severely bearish. However, it is in a short term. I don't know if that is going to be of any help. It is in a short term bullish trend, short to medium term bullish trend, all within a longer term bearish trend. Okay, the algos here seems to be suggesting that it's contracting an expansion that happened that began on the 3rd of December and lasted okay well just two trading sessions, and so it's still contracting that expansion. And I think the extrapolation seems to suggest that it's going to remain in place for some time, but maybe it might begin to pick up. So all in all, it's just suggesting that it's going to be a consolidation. This, I would say, the consolidation that began on the 20th of November is expected to remain in place up till the end of January. Okay, so in the very short term, nothing here. There might be it's going to be volatile from time to time within this consolidation. It's going to be volatile, but nothing really. I really don't see anything that might warrant a squeeze. Short interest is there. That's just one good factor, but it's not really enough. It's just going to continue to get it, people look at it from time to time, but I really all those catalysts there, the trials and the outcomes and the pipelines, I don't think they are. I mean, nothing there. Okay, one is expected. Let's initiation trial initiation expected in 2026. Well, unless there's a way they could spin it, and people who are keen on the stock could spin some of those results or those announcements into a into grounds to see if it can be squeezed or to force short sellers into doing something. But we haven't, as it concerns market makers, they are not for now. They're not bothered at all. Nothing. All of these. What I mean, the open interest on them are not of any concern. But indeed, as time goes on, things change. But it's quite underwhelming for the stock. Quite underwhelming. There isn't really anything there that can warrant, I would even say, so much attention. But apart from that 48% short interest, which is quite remarkable. Outside that, really, there isn't really any other thing as such there. You know, Nothing else there to warrant any extraordinary attention. Yeah. So, but in any case, projections are the algo seems to be suggesting even more higher projections. You can see here it initiated this pivotal projection of pivotal projection of 20. No, this is 22.38. Initiated it on the 7th of November. Stopped by the 4th of December, and then but still continued with these other ones. Okay, we have these projections as what do we have? I mean, a range of projections here as well, beginning from 5.04, 7.5 to 11.5 to 26.9 to 31.27, 33.97. Okay, so regardless, I think one well, anybody's best bet will be the algo seems to be suggesting that this is something that can happen. These projections are something that can happen. So what we can equally do is just have a look at its market grid to give us an impression. The market grid is not really going to is well in the interim. It's just it changes every day, it changes. But for now, we could just make do with what it has. Yeah, let's see now. It's tight because the stock is not. We only gain 1.49%. It's not that volatile. So the range is between 20.66 and 18.28. So not really that fantastic. Yeah. But it has that history. You can see here volatility. It has that history. It has that history of volatile expansions. This was as of January this year. Okay, so yeah, let's see now. We could also, well, do we try and find out what happened then? Maybe not. But if something positive comes out, but I really don't know what that could be. It could result in well, maybe something like this. But you can see it also cuts both ways. You can see here this huge plunge from 25.63 all the way down to 16.07. Okay, that's it descends $11, isn't it? Is it descent $9, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, it descent $9. Yes. Okay, so well, let's see how all of these go. We never know. I mean, you never know how they're going to spin any news that comes up. You never know. And well, I don't read. Apart from that, I really don't think. I really don't see how market participants are just going to begin to pump it up to because of its short interest or anything like that. I don't see anything coming up from its technicals. It's still going to be from its fundamentals. Yeah. So well, never say never. Never say never. It has that short interest. If people begin to buy it, if they decide to begin to buy its call options, then it could be, yeah. So it could come from either direction. If people decide that this 48% short interest is something. If they all people galvanize and start buying these call contracts or put contracts, as the case may be, yes, it could change the whole picture. So yes, it mustn't be about catalysts. It mustn't be about that. People can decide to. It mustn't be about fundamentals or catalysts. They could decide to, that 48% is worth it. If they could decide that there isn't any other thing. It's quite boring now. Let's have a look at this TECX that has this 48% short interest, and let's see what we can do about it. Okay, so let's see how it goes, and thank you very much for watching this video.